Hello and welcome to the Morning Market Call. I'm your host, Todd Castagna, and with me today we're very lucky to have two of the finest students in the MAcc program at BYU, Whitney Hollingsworth and Jessica McCord. Girls, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having us. We're excited about this.
So for all of you out there that don't know, the MAcc program is the Master of Accountancy program at BYU. It's very prestigious. And so my first question is for you, Whitney. And I was just wondering, BYU is ranked #1 according to a lot of national publications for its MAcc program and its general accounting program. And I'm just wondering, why is that? Why is it so consistently highly ranked?
Yeah, great question. Initially when I entered the program, I kind of was like, I wasn't for sure the reasons why it was ranked #1, but definitely when I went on my internship this summer, I knew for sure. One of the reasons is just our faculty. Our faculty are excellent. The first semester, you get to actually go over to their house and have dinner with them, get to know them. If you ever need help with schoolwork, they're always there. But the second thing is they put us in groups. So when we go out into the workforce, we already know how to work in teams because we've been in that group setting. Okay. And then lastly, they give us a lot of opportunity with real life experience, problems from the real world that we work on, like real companies with real cases.
That's fantastic. Jessica, have you found it to be really similar? Is the faculty as impressive as Whitney's saying?
No, the faculty is amazing. I think one of the important things is that the students really push each other. There's very smart people in all of your classes, and they're constantly working together, both in like a competitive aspect a little bit, but also they have your best interest in mind and are constantly hoping that you'll succeed in all of your classes. And so I think that it just provides an environment where everyone can learn from each other and just constantly, you know, push each other in order to learn or to do well on their tests or to find jobs or whatever.
That's great. So you're so tight-knit with the other students, but that kind of leads me to my next question. Does that lead to kind of like a cutthroat atmosphere during recruiting time, or because you've worked so closely together, are you more friendly towards each other? How does that work out during recruiting season?
I don't think I would say it's cutthroat. I think that most people understand that everyone should find internships and jobs. You know, if there's a bigger network of BYU accounting alum out there, then, I mean, it will just speak for itself. They'll be able to network and use those other resources and those people to, further their careers and find new opportunities. So I wouldn't say it's cutthroat. I feel like there are a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of companies that come recruit from our accounting program. There's a lot of students, I would say, I don't know, at least 70% go to Big 4 accounting firms. Others go to maybe middle market firms. There's people that do advertising or banking or just a wide variety of opportunities out of the program. So for that reason, I would not say it's cutthroat. You know, people are constantly like working with each other, talking about their experiences with interviews, and just talking about who they know out in the workforce and help each other find jobs. So
that's great. And I was just reading up on the MAcc program, and it says that there's been 100% placement over the last few years for those that are looking for a job. So I think the numbers speak for themselves. It's really impressive.
Yeah, and just to add to that, I think it's awesome that we come from all these different states, and all my friends were all going to different firms, different states, but that network, that BYU network across the country, like, will help us, you know, later on throughout our lives because of the friendships that we've made within this program.
Yeah, I think that is one of the biggest benefits of BYU is its national network. Students come to BYU, they come to Utah, but then they again spread out all over the country and all over the world.
Exactly.
I totally agree with that. So one thing that I've been curious about, and I don't know if it's ever been fully answered for me, so I'm hoping you could help explain to me and some of our viewers, is why would somebody go on and get a MAcc as opposed to just getting the undergraduate accounting degree? What can you do with the Master of Accountancy that you can't do with the undergrad degree?
Yeah, well, just from like a credentials perspective, with a master's degree, you get at least 150 credit hours within accounting. And so to practice in a lot of states, they require you to have 150 credit hours, whereas other states like New York and California don't require that. So a lot of people getting their bachelor's can go to California. But having those extra classes in the master's program helps you just hit the ground running when you enter the actual workforce. I did a tax internship this summer, and I was able to work on partnerships and corporations, and it wasn't anything new to me. I was already familiar because of my master classes I took, whereas students with a bachelor's hadn't even been exposed to tax classes. But another thing as well is those who do have a master's just automatically start out getting paid more. And so, you know, there's that little money, I guess, incentive. But really the best part of about it is that you get that extra emphasis on those different things. If you want to specialize more so like doing individuals or with tax, doing individuals or corporations or partnerships, you get that experience with those extra classes that you wouldn't get as a bachelor's student.
And the Master of Accountancy, it doesn't just focus on tax though, right? It focuses on audit.
Audit as well, yeah.
Okay.
So whatever STEM you choose to do, the audit one or the tax STEM.
Fantastic. Now I have one final question for both of you. As far as I understand, and I'm sure it is this way, the Master of Accountancy program is predominantly male. I don't know what the exact numbers are, but I'm guessing the numbers are very high for male. And you two are obviously not male. So I'm just curious how it is to be female in the program, and Please explain to me what it's like to be female in such a male.
You want to do that one first? Sure.
I'll take that question. Field. Yeah.
So currently the program has about 20% female, 80% male, and that's the same statistics as the undergraduate program as well. I think it's good for both the males and the females in the program to interact with each other, because I feel like a lot of the males think that outside of the program, so in the workplace, those statistics will be the same. But in reality, the profession in entry-level positions is predominantly female. It's over 50% female, and so just those guys having that exposure to work with the 20% of us is very good. And I think the professors try to make an effort to spread us out when working in group situations. Because guys and girls are different, as everyone knows, and we work differently, and we have different strengths and abilities. I think that sometimes it's difficult because sometimes the guys have a chip on their shoulder, and they'll use that in marginalize girls in different ways. Like, I've been in groups where I felt like my ideas are not worth as much as the ideas of group members, and I think that is kind of discouraging as a female student. But you know, there is a good group of us, and we work together, and you know, we stand up for ourselves. We're very confident, and you know, we've worked with these guys for so many years that we know, you know, we're just as good as them. But I mean, I definitely would say it's very difficult to go from a program that's so, I don't know, like 20% female to my internship this summer. In my tax group, there was 6 females and 1 male. So it's just, it was very interesting. I didn't know that was out there, but I don't know. I guess we're small in number, but we're very capable.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you girls are here at the school. It's been great having you on the show today. It's been great having you in the Tanner building all the time with me. And again, thank you for joining us on Morning Market Call. Please visit us on morningmarketcall.org. And with that, we'll see you later.
MMC is brought to you by the Marriott School of Management in association with the Brigham Young University Department of Communications. MMC is made possible by a generous donation from Larry Tasjan and Gary Williams, and is produced by Rhett Weller, Todd Castagna, Mason Chen, Joel Tovey, and Sabrina Beck, with line producing by Kika Latu. For more information, find us on our Facebook and Twitter or at morningmarketcall.org.